Deb Carson. Jason Duffner having quite the couple of weeks last week. He won the Byron Nelson Championship. Crown Plaza Invitational second round action. Through those 2 rounds, he's atop the leaderboard. Duffner 11 under par with a 2-stroke lead on Zach Johnson. Bo Van Pelt and Tommy Gainey are 4 off the lead. While the path to a new home for the Minnesota Vikings has been cleared, the Minneapolis City Council has approved funding for a downtown football stadium and convention center facility. In the baseball news, Cardinals first baseman Lance Berkman had arthroscopic knee surgery today to repair a partial medial meniscus tear. He's expected to miss 8 to 10 weeks. While Celtics guard Avery Bradley had shoulder surgery today, he is done for the rest of the postseason. And the University of Miami says they are committed to remaining in the ACC. Sports news every 30 minutes or as it happens on Fox Sports Radio.
Ace Hardware on West Avenue has a hot deal for you this weekend only. Bring your 20-pound propane tank and get it refilled for just $10. Ace is located at 924 West Avenue in Cartersville and is a proud member of the Cartersville Bartow County Chamber of Commerce and by Bartow. So, bring in your 20-pound propane tank to Ace for a special $10 refill and get that grill ready for your Memorial Day weekend grilling. Ace Hardware in Cartersville is the place for all your Memorial Day weekend supply headquarters.
At Richard Barnes Concrete, we take pride in our work and would like the opportunity to be of service to you. With 35 years' experience, Richard Barnes Concrete can handle any of your concrete or masonry needs. Some of our services are tearing out of existing concrete, driveways and patios, or repairs and alterations to existing work. No matter the size of job, we can help. We also have a commercial construction division. Visit us at gaconcrete.com or call 770-546-0138.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC. Will Sprague in the studio with me. What's going on, Wilbur?
Oh, not much. Just reading a little bit on the computer here, trying to figure out what the heck we're going to talk about. We got an hour to fill here, so, well, technically 48 minutes, but think we can do it?
Nah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, what we'll have to do is we just got a bunch of stuff to give away, and we'll just give it away.
Okay. Well, I'll put my feet up here, and I'll just pull the microphone back a little bit, and I'll hit the little button to answer the phone, and my job is done.
Is that different from any other week?
No. Yeah, my feet are usually on the floor.
Don't lie to all these people. Good afternoon, everybody. Before we get started anything, Memorial Day is coming up. I want to just say thank you from myself and everybody here at the radio station to all the...
And Louis Cafe.
And Louis Cafe. I'm sorry. To everybody that has served, that is a veteran, or that has unfortunately fallen in the line of duty. We want to say thank you to all of them, and we just really appreciate them serving and protecting our country. And I'd like to take about just a couple seconds as a moment of silence and thank them silently. I thought that was appropriate.
Absolutely.
But in all reality, I do want to say thank you to everybody, and I know we've got some guys that are stationed overseas that are listening. Just want to say thank you to them and everybody that's listening with them. If you see someone that's a veteran or has served, tell them thank you, and that you really appreciate everything that they've done for you. Also, I'd like to say thank you to a couple of our sponsors. Ace Hardware Cartersville. They're located on West Avenue in Cartersville on the west end of town. Go out and see them. They've got a lot of great deals going on right now, especially on propane.
Salesman of propane and propane accessories.
I told you I was going to get that clip for you.
I'll sell propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, I'll play it for you one more time.
Oh, dear.
Salesman of propane and propane accessories.
That's just for you, Wilbur.
You had to figure out some way to snip that into this commercial.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He might not like that too much. Anyway, it'd be pretty funny. And
hey,
also,
great place to go stock up for your Memorial Day barbecue stuff. If you got some last-minute stuff, like my little grill brush melted because I let the grill get too hot. I was scrubbing the grill, getting it ready, and then I looked down and I melted the little plastic. Why do they make them out of plastic anyway?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you. Why'd you get a plastic one?
It goes on a grill. 2 and 2, brother. But anyway.
You're the one that bought it.
Well, just because it was like $1.
So?
I'm cheap.
Yeah,
you met me.
I know, that's true. And also like to say thank you to Louis Cafe. Do you know about them, Will?
I know a little something about them, yes. I know that they're a really cool, awesome place to go eat breakfast, lunch, get your coffee, espresso, get your fix with the caffeine.
Get your fix.
Get your fix.
Oh, my goodness.
You can't. If you're a coffee drinker, you're addicted. If you're a coffee drinker, you're a coffee drinker. And if you're a coffee drinker, you need Louis Cafe.
That's right.
Because we are the coffee drinkers' coffee.
I have to agree with that. Me and Brandy have been all over the place trying, and when we're out of town, we try to find good coffee, and we've not been able to find any that's better than what y'all have got up there at the cafe. So go out and see them. They're located in the Goodwill Shopping Center, right on 41, right across from Cartersville Hospital.
Yes, sir. Hey, and we also have smoothies.
New smoothies.
Fraps. Yeah, we got some new flavors in. So come and ask about it. I'm not going to waste all y'all's time listening to it now, but come and ask us about our new flavors.
Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people think grilling out, baseball, different things like that. I've got some stuff to give away. We're having a little technical difficulties with some headphones, but all right, we're good. So give us a call, 770-382-1270. I've also got a poll question I want to throw out. Give us a call, answer the poll question, answer a question to maybe win some Lake Winnie tickets. We've got tickets to the Renaissance Festival that's this weekend and next weekend's last 2 weekends they're having it this year. And then I've also got some Atlanta Braves tickets against the St. Louis Cardinals for Monday on Memorial Day. They're section 137, row 12, seat 105 and 106. Yeah, 106.
That would be a lot of fun for a Memorial Day afternoon. Head down to the park and watch the old game.
Oh, yeah.
Good way. And I'm sure they'll have a great salute down there to the military. They usually do.
Oh, I think so, too.
Day. So it'd be a great day to go down there, take your son down there, your daughter, or leave the kids at your mom's house and go down there. All right.
But give us a call, 770-382-1270, and we've got some really easy questions. I might even ask you how to spell a word. And we'll give this stuff away tonight. Wilbur.
John.
You're fired.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.
You're not doing this on your own?
Yeah, it'll be all right. Have you seen the story about Roger Clemens? And, you've heard about it, him and the whole, I did not use steroids, all that. Friday, a forensic scientist testified Friday that 2 cotton balls and a syringe that was used in giving someone steroids, an injection, they found his DNA on it.
How did they find that? That's what I want to know. Did you go digging through the landfill and okay, I found a couple tickets to a baseball game from 1984. So this cotton ball, this needle must have been his. Let's go test it. I mean, really, how did they find this? This was a long time ago. He had played baseball in how many years?
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. His trainer said that when he injected him with it in 2001, he kept it because he knew, this guy knew that there was.
So this is in 2001.
Brian McNamee kept it because he knew he was going to get busted. He knew it. So he kept it pretty well as collateral. And he turned it in to the to whoever he had to turn it into in 08.
In 08. So he hung on to a syringe and a cotton ball. He just stuck it on the shelf in his office and said, "I'll use that later. That's going to come back. I'll just hang on to that, and I'm going to go stick it in the freezer so the DNA is preserved better." Hold
on, I just saw where he was keeping it. He said he kept the needle in other ways from a 2001 injection and stored it in and around a beer can in a FedEx box in his home for more than 6 years before turning it over to federal investigators.
So basically, he said, I've got me a cash cow here. I've
Yes.
got a professional baseball player that I am doping up.
Yes.
And so what I'm going to do is hang on to this, and in about, 8-10 years, when he says, ooh, I'm getting nominated for the Hall of Fame, he's going to say, if you don't give me about, $17 million, you ain't going to make it because I'm about to turn this in.
Exactly.
So, well, okay. I was looking up, because John and I were talking about this before the show. When did Major League Baseball ban performance-enhancing drugs, steroids, things like that? I'm still trying to find it. I think it was in the 90s or 80s sometime. So I'm gonna keep looking for that. But some of these people, and one of the people I always look back to this is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger used steroids and enhancement drugs. He admitted to it.
Yeah.
Because in the day when he was Mr. Universe, everybody did. It wasn't illegal.
No.
It was an industry standard, if you will. So, okay. Now it's banned, and then we'll find out what year it is, and I'm going to keep poking around and see if I can find it. So it's banned now. Why is the trainer still giving it to him?
Yeah, I agree.
He's just as guilty as Clemens is.
And I don't think that's ever been in question is how guilty his trainer was. What they're going after Clemens is about is that he lied to Congress saying that, no, I never used steroids.
Well, yeah, they got a gun to his head, basically. When you're standing in front of Congress and they're like, well, okay, I got a panel of, 70 congressmen out here. He was, in a way I say I can't blame him. He probably thought there's no evidence. There's no way these guys are going to find out because I haven't done it in however many years.
Yeah.
What am I worried about? And then, this hillbilly says, ooh, I got a cotton ball and a syringe and my beer can in the back of my shop there in my garage. I'm going to go pull it out, and we're going to have a little sit-down talk. If you don't choke up some money, I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Yeah,
it's really weird of how all this just kind of popped up all of a sudden. But even where'd the rest of the story go? They've got the figures. It's 1 in 173 trillion for one cotton ball, and a possibility match of 1 in 15.4 trillion for Clemens's DNA, and then on the needle it was 1 in 449.
Yeah, it's I think because this is me, I would love to say okay, Clemens, and that's true. If that is forensic evidence, you doped. You don't get it in the Hall of Fame. That's your thing, and that's what their prerogative is with this. That's fine. You, Mr. Trainer, however, ordered these drugs, administered these drugs, held the evidence for 10 or 11 years, and now are using it for publicity. You are going to jail, mister.
Yeah.
Because without you, he couldn't get those drugs.
Exactly.
I think it's just as much of an ethics question for the trainers. And I've seen this. We've seen this time and time again here, especially as of late. All this doping stuff is coming out. These guys ain't giving it to themselves.
No.
They're getting it from their trainers.
Yes.
And these trainers know, hey, this is illegal and you shouldn't be doing this. Try practicing a little self-control. Because these guys, they're paid to be the best.
Yes.
They're going to do whatever they have to be the best so they continue to be paid to be the best.
Yes. It's like what we were talking about. Our quote-unquote poll question is, Pete Rose holds the record for hits.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else, they'd be in the Hall of Fame already. Barry Bonds holds the record for most home runs in a career. He broke Hank Aaron's record.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Clemens had an amazing career, 300 wins. I don't know how many strikeouts, this and that. If it had been anybody else, they'd already be in the Hall of Fame. Out of the 3 of those, who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? 2 of them are on trial for using steroids.
Yeah.
One of them's not. One of them's been pretty well banned from baseball for I don't know how long, and finally in the last 5 to 10 years has been allowed to come back just to maybe an all-star event. And that's been about it.
Well, I just found some more information. I had a text from the Buzzard. He's helping me. He's my backup man here on some of this information.
Oh, Lord.
But I found it here. Major League Baseball's steroid policy was not enacted and approved until November 2005.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he was doing it, it was legal.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, it was legal.
Technically, yeah.
So
I know.
What are you going to do?
I know.
That's my thing. Again, go back to there's people saying that Arnold Schwarzenegger should be stripped of his title of Mr. Universe because he was doping, and that's why he was so big. Okay, well, this guy was doing something at that time was perfectly legal. Now, if it was after 2005 and they have evidence of that,
Busted.
You did something that was illegal, you're null and void. See, I just changed my whole position. I thought that maybe this was done back in the 80s or the 90s.
No.
This is 2005. This is 7 years ago, folks.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to have some people call and tell us what your thoughts are on this, because this is a hot topic of surrounding sports right now. Any sports. It's even trickled into golf.
Oh, yeah.
Performance-enhancing drugs. Okay, if you used them when it was legal, quote legal, I'm doing my little quotation fingers here. Y'all can all see me doing it.
Yeah.
If it was, quote, legal, then why all of a sudden now is it illegal? Why are they bad people because they did something that was illegal then or legal then and not now?
Well, Wilbur, we got a caller on the line. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
Hi, it's Robert.
Hey, Robert, how's it going?
I think they're just wasting the taxpayers' money.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I really do too.
They need to focus. If they want to focus on this, they need to focus on now.
Quit beating on him.
Yeah, I mean they've been after Clemens and Bonds for I don't know how long now.
Bonds for years
because
they threw it out once. I mean, gee.
Yeah, I mean they're the two. You know, if this hadn't come up, both of them probably already be in the Hall of Fame, already elected to the Hall of Fame.
They first went after Barry Bonds in 2010, March of 2010. That was over 2 years ago, and we're still hearing about it. It's still going on.
Yeah.
It's like, focus on now. When Barry Bonds did it, it was legal.
Well, according to my wife, I should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean...
Well, if they had one for people who procrastinate.
Hey, can I be the runner-up?
Yes. We'll put you on the ballot, too, Wilbur.
But, I mean, it's like, okay, prohibition. If someone had an IDUI, doesn't it count? Public drunkenness... Or, someone would say, hey, I saw them drunk, before Prohibition was enacted, and they go during Prohibition and say, well, I'm going to go ahead and indict him for public drunkenness because he was drinking in public, and now that's illegal. It wasn't last year when he was doing it, but this year it is, so we're going to go ahead and arrest you.
Yeah. Hey, Robert, do you want a chance to win some Braves tickets, Lake Winnie tickets, or Renaissance Festival tickets?
Well, I'm not smarter than a fifth grader, but I'll give it a try.
Well, I got some easy stuff. I don't want to make it too hard, but at least make it work for it.
If it's a sports trivia thing, I'm liable to wipe out because I'm not real big on sports.
Let's see. What would you like to go for? Lake Winnie, Renaissance, or the Braves?
Lake Winnie.
Lake Winnie. Can you spell Lake Winnipesaukee backwards?
Ouch! I can't spell it forwards.
Can you spell it forwards?
Well, I'm busy. I'm over here cleaning my gun.
Look out the window.
Okay. All right, I got one for you. Do you in all seriousness, in the spirit of Memorial Day, what was Memorial Day known as before it became known as Memorial Day? What was its original name?
Veterans Day.
No.
Nope, that's not it.
I could have swore it was.
Not from what I read. I got one more for you. Where did Memorial Day originate at?
Oh, and I studied so much history, and right now I'm drawing a blank.
Well,
I have no idea.
Well, Robert, I appreciate the call.
You can't get another chance, so we give you 2 chances. So if you want to try calling back for him, come on with it.
Well, no, just in case, I want to give a shout out to my daughter. She's in the Army.
All right.
All right. We sure appreciate her service.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Well, Wilbur,
I'm getting lit up by the buzzard over here because he's getting, and he ought to just call in because his fingers got to be getting tired from texting. But he's saying, and I agree with this, Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens both lied under oath to Congress, so they didn't do that. Okay, so the case isn't about the drug usage itself. It's about lying under oath. This is the same thing back with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, it wasn't the fact of the morality of what he did. It's the fact that he lied under oath. This is the same principle, in my opinion. I don't know. But
no, I mean, I can understand why they're going after Clemens because they asked him, have you used performance-enhancing drugs? No. You were under oath.
Yeah.
That is against the law. You're not supposed to lie under oath.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can understand
and
that.
he also followed up the text as it says a bad example for kids, saying it's okay to cheat if you're and if you're trying to cover your own hide and all that. Well, and that's true. Okay, make an example of them if that's your prerogative. Do not lie under oath to Congress, and this is the repercussions. It doesn't have anything to do with the drugs per se, the drug usage or his history or his record, because I'm sure in 2001 he was probably one of about 2,000 people in the major leagues that were using it.
If you, I don't know how familiar you are with baseball and all this that's been going on.
I know it's got a little wooden stick and a ball and some gloves and 3 bases there and no field goal. Well, I guess 40 count home plate.
Anyway.
But they don't call home plate a base. It's first base, second base, third base, home plate.
Jose Canseco wrote a book.
Yeah.
Because he came right out and said, I did.
He was dope. Yeah,
and then he started naming
in 2005.
people. He started naming people. Who was doing it, where they were getting it, how they were. And people were wanting his head.
Absolutely. Mark McGuire admitted to it in 2010. I'm reading along the lines of the same story here. He called out a lot of people.
Yeah, he called out a lot of people.
Ivan Rodriguez, Juan Gonzalez, Jason Gamby.
That book ruined a lot of people's careers.
Absolutely. But see, again, I look at this. Okay, the ban was in 2005. Jose Canseco released this book in 2005. Prior to 2005, it maybe not been best management practices. It may not have been the best idea. It was legal to do. I don't agree with it. Okay, I don't like. I think performance it's weak. If you don't have the game, work harder for it. If you can't work harder for it, then you're just not that caliber of an athlete. Be happy that you're playing in the major leagues and move on with your life. Okay, but that being said, if this is what maybe they're being pressured into it, maybe their coaches say, "Hey, look, you're going to take this."
Yeah,
or their trainer said, "Hey, your game's getting kind of weak. You better start doing this stuff," or whatever. I don't know. We weren't there, and I don't think we should judge them on the basis of their performance. They need to be judged on the basis of lying under oath at Congress. They need to get the Bill Clinton treatment. Only this time it's a cotton ball, not a dress.
That's true. That's very true. This time it's a cotton ball, not a dress. Holy crap. Well, we got another caller on the line, Wilbur.
All you got to do is say the dress thing, and here it comes.
You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
It's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. How's it going?
What's happening?
Slow but sure. I was calling him because I want to talk about another baseball player that I don't guess he was ever really questioned about his drug usage. Everybody knew he was doing it because he always showed up half drunk, cocaine, heroin, stuff like that.
Darryl Strawberry?
Remember him as a great pitcher and a great hitter.
Who's that?
Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, look at Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry went through about 5 pounds of coke before every single game, I think.
Yeah, I really think he did.
Granted, they weren't performance-enhancing drugs.
They were drugs.
They were drugs. They weren't performing.
Taking his game away, he gave everybody a chance. Just imagine how good he would have been without those drugs.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
true.
much.
And just think how fast Darryl Strawberry ran when he was on that cocaine.
Well, Kevin, do you want to try to win some Braves tickets, Renaissance tickets?
Yeah.
All right, which one you want?
Let's see here. Let's go for the Braves tickets.
All right. They're for the game on Monday.
Okay.
What number did Bobby Cox wear?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, I'll give you one. I'll give you one more question.
All right.
You don't know this one? All right. Name me 3 of the minor league teams. You don't have to give me the mascot, just where they're at, of the minor league teams of the Atlanta Braves.
Oh, let's see. Richmond Braves, Rome Braves, and Columbus Mudcats.
You're close.
You're off by 1.
You're off by 1.
Oh.
It's another one in Georgia.
All right, we got to come up with another question because somebody's going to hit that one off the bat. Go ahead and tell them.
It's Gwinnett Braves, Mississippi, Lynchburg, Danville. They've got a Gulf Coast League team and a Dominican Summer League.
About Rome.
And he said Rome.
Okay.
Well, Kevin, I appreciate it. We got about 5 seconds for a hard break, but we appreciate the call.
Have a great weekend.
All right.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Fox
in the fast lane.
Drivers have a long day and night ahead of them driving 600 miles in the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. Jimmy Johnson says drivers learn to reset their internal clocks for every race. However,
when that clock hits in your mind, you're like, oh no, we still got 100 miles or 150 to go. Man, wow, this is a long race.
For Tony Stewart, it's all about the right car and the right mindset.
When everything is going good and your car feels great, it doesn't seem long at all. And if you're having an off night, it seems like a night that'll never end.
The North Carolina Department of Transportation this week dedicated about a 2-mile stretch of I-85 in Charlotte as the Jeff Gordon Expressway to honor his 85th career Sprint Cup win and his commitment to public service. And the NASCAR Hall of Fame's class of 2013 will be broadcaster and former Cup champion Rusty Wallace, owner Leonard Wood, and drivers Cotton Owens, Herb Thomas, and Buck Baker. Fox in the Fast Lane. I'm RJ Tashina, Fox News Radio.
I'm Tony White, GNM Sports. First place in the Tide National League East will be on the line tonight as the Atlanta Braves return home to open a 3-game series versus the Washington Nationals at Turner Field. Tim Hudson will handle pitching duties for the Braves, and he is targeting his 3rd straight win. Ross Detweiler will be on the hill for the Nats. Former Major Leaguer David Segui says he was told as far back as 2001 that Roger Clemens' strength coach had kept evidence against the 7-time Cy Young winner. Segui testified yesterday about a telephone conversation he had with Brian McNamee 11 years ago. If Novak Djokovic is going to win a 4th straight Grand Slam, he may have to beat Roger Federer in the French Open semis. Today's draw set them up to face each other in Paris at the same stage as last year when Federer ended Djokovic's 43-match winning streak. And Eric Amendola will be on the pole for Sunday night's Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte. That's sports. I'm Tony White on the Georgia News Network.
Do you have an electrical project or problem and don't know who to call? JDH Electric is your one call for all of your electrical needs, commercial, industrial, residential. Let us shock you with our service. Call today, 770-607-6900.
Hey, this is Mary Elizabeth.
And Will. Louie, come back here.
Anyway, while Will chases Louie down, I want to talk to you about Louie's Cafe. We're located in the Goodwill Shopping Center, right across from the hospital on Highway 41. We're open from 6:30 to 2, Monday through Friday, and we offer a full breakfast Saturday mornings.
Here, you hold him. We have fresh sandwiches, delicious salads, and the best coffee in town. With our indoor and outdoor seating, drive-through, call-ahead ordering, and a full line of catering, we make it easy to fit breakfast or lunch into your schedule. We may not be the best thing since sliced bread, but we are the best thing on it. Come see us at Louie's Cafe.
Woodland Hills Golf Club at Carter Grove is a semi-private 18-hole golf club located 5 minutes south of Cartersville, Georgia. Come and play for the day or join the club and play as often as you like. Visit us at woodlandhills-golf.com or call 678-605-8585.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC. Will in the studio with me, and I believe we've got Kevin on the line. What's going on, Kevin?
How's everybody? Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day, Kevin.
Hattie.
What's going on, Wilbur?
Oh, not much. Just sitting here reading some news stories, trying to find something to keep people entertained with, because I am not good at it by myself. I couldn't tell you right now.
Maybe we can get Dale Strawberry to call in.
Hey, Dale Strawberry. Hey, I love it. Hey, have you ever had this? You play baseball? I like baseball.
Pick the phone up.
Yeah, probably.
That's why he was so skinny.
Right before we get into anything really in depth, I want to give these Braves tickets away really bad. First person that calls in and tells me what Dale Murphy's number was.
I like Dale Murphy.
I did too. He was my favorite Brave until John Smoltz came to Atlanta.
I can spell lake.
You could spell lake.
Yeah, that's about it.
The cool thing is...
Dale Murphy's number.
Do you want to go?
But I'll wait.
The funny thing is, if John didn't have those tickets in front of him, or I didn't, or whoever else was doing this was giving away, you could say whatever the heck you wanted to. Like, that sounds right to me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Went up a Kawasaki.
I can't spell Renaissance. For me to spell Renaissance, I have to pull a ticket out and look at it and type it that way.
You should see him try to just spell festival.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah. So what's going on in Athens?
Right now, tennis everywhere. It is they're through with the team, and they have moved on to the individuals, and we had 2 girls that qualified they made it through the 16, so they are now in the 8, and it's the Chelsea Gullickson girl who is our number 1 player.
Uh-huh.
And that just happened a little while ago. Casey's down there right now. I just got a call from her, and it's warm down there at the Dan McGill Tennis Center. But
I bet it is.
I bet Jeff Wallace is down there sweating bullets.
You know what they had to do for the men's finals? They had to move it indoors because of the weather. So they had about 2,700 people trying to fit into room for about 630.
That's always fun.
But everything else is good. I'm hoping for the women's softball do something good, and I'm kind of disappointed in Diamond Dogs, but I guess we can wait on February.
Yeah.
I mean, they started out like a rocket, and it faded just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Just couldn't. They lost a lot of one-run games, and they just couldn't get people. They had ducks on the pond, but couldn't get them around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they left the bases loaded. In the SEC tournament, 9th inning, bases loaded, and couldn't get a run across the plate to make it 3-0. Got beat 3-2.
Dang, I hate that. I really do.
And I don't get CSS, so I sat in the garage with the radio on until the battery went dead. Then I had to get the call.
Well, Kevin, we got a caller online. Hold on 1 second. You're on the Bartow Sports Showcase. Who's this?
This is Sandy Abernathy.
Hey, Sandy, how's it going?
It's going great.
I bet I know what you're calling in for.
You know it.
So, do you know Dale Murphy's number?
It was number 3.
Atta girl, you've got the tickets.
All right.
I'm going to put your name on them here, and get on the Bartow Sports page and send me a private message on there with your phone number, and I'll call you after the show and make sure we can get these tickets to you.
Okay, how many tickets are there?
2.
Okay, that works.
All right.
That's English for dose.
That's English for dose.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you for the call, man.
Have a great weekend. Have fun at the Braves game. Want to hear all about it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, bye.
Bye. Well, we finally gave them tickets away.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
What's the name of that lake place?
Winnipesaukee.
I thought it was Winnipesaukee.
Where is that place located?
Chattanooga.
And it's like Six Flags and Whitewater?
Yeah, it's a scaled-down version, but it's more family-oriented. I think it's more a good place to bring the kiddos, but still have fun. You can do a little bit of both.
Yeah, you always got the aquarium in the same day up there. That thing is unreal.
Yeah, we're going. That's where we're heading as soon as we close the store down tomorrow. We're taking Louie up there. That's his second birthday present from Mom and Dad. We're going up there with a couple of friends, and we're going to let them ride the choo-choo and play in the aquarium and all that. So it'll be a good weekend. We're looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. So Kevin, you told me earlier you ran into Coach Grantham.
Ran into Coach Grantham at Quick Trip about 10 till 6 in the morning. It was last Thursday. He was on his way to Troup County to do a little recruiting, and then on his way to Alabama to watch Reuben Foster play in his spring high school game.
Well, that's kind of awesome.
So, yeah, anyway, I thought I'd bring him back.
Oh, yeah.
Put him in the car with you and bring him back. Summer school's next week.
Yeah.
And we've got, out of our 13, we've got 10 for sure that will be enrolling in summer school.
I know one of them's calling. I know because he told us when he was in here he was going to enroll in summer school. Me and you were talking about that a little bit earlier, how Aaron Murray's basically running Camp Murray since the coaches can't be involved right now, and that's a big role for him to basically be
taking over that
leadership role for pretty much.
I'll tell you how that got started. It was that Isaiah Crowell reached out for some tutoring help in school, and it really helped him. And so Aaron Murray said, and this is just the facts, that Crowell could not stay in the game all the time because he didn't know all the plays, and he got confused on checkoffs. I'm sure people saw Murray talking to him when he would be trying to check off.
Yeah.
So Murray started meeting with him on Tuesday and going over checkoffs and reviewing film and stuff. And Keith Marshall got involved. Then Boog Malcolm got involved. And so it just kind of exploded. And some other quarterbacks started coming. And then Murray decided that we'd take it onto the field, too. And so they're going to have 7-on-7 with defensive players showing up this summer and offensive players. And I'm sure that Morgan and Barbara will be out there punting the ball and kicking the ball as everybody's goofing off on the practice field.
Oh, I'm sure they will. That's all Colin does now. Talking to his mom, that's all he does. He works out and kicks. That's it.
He posted a 50-second video of him just booming it.
Yeah, that kid has got a cannon for a leg.
And he's only 17.
Yeah.
Or 18, just turned 18.
And he's huge. He's going to be
he looked huge in the video. I mean, the hang time on the thing was like 11 seconds, but I figured the video got slowed down.
I mean, either way. Still.
I mean, it was up there forever. I mean, you got bored watching the video.
Kick another one while that was in the air.
Yeah, he could kick 2 or 3 before the first one came down and hit the ground.
That's exactly right. He was booming it.
So I'm excited.
And I saw where Rex Robinson had shared that little clip too, so he was impressed as well.
I mean, I think Colin's going to do an absolutely fantastic job in Athens when he gets there and gets adjusted to everything. I'm really interested to see how he handles that many people at once the first time he goes out on the field to kick. I think he'll be all right, but
I think as much as he's practicing now,
I think he's going to be fine.
And that's one, I think especially this year, Kevin, and you might agree with me or maybe not, after last year, especially with the huge disaster boggle that our special teams was in the first part of the season, I'm going to guess that the first part of this season, they're going to practice a lot. They're going to get a lot of reps. They may not be full contact.
And there's going to be a lot of names on the kickoff team and on the punt coverage team.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Well, it's not going to be people you've never heard of. It's going to be some first stringers. I'm just interested to see what happens with a bad snap, or if one gets blocked, or he gets a high. I mean, Drew Butler saved the Vanderbilt game for us.
Yeah.
With his tackle.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the worst tackle I've ever seen in my life. He got him on the ground.
He got him down.
I mean, he got him to the ground, though.
Oh, yeah, he got in his way.
Almost split hairs here. He was down.
I mean, he was down.
Exactly. The ref blew the whistle. He did not score, and we won the game. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a lot different environment, and I think that the two freshmen are going to get to go. So I'm excited about that. If we get 4 years of the same two kickers, which pretty much is what we got with Walsh and Butler, we'll be on easy street for a while there once they get going.
Yeah, it'll get to the point that you won't second guess. You'll just, we need to go ahead and just kick this field goal, and they'll be out there before the coach makes the decision because they're going to be that comfortable with them.
Yeah.
So and Blair Walsh is on with the Vikings. They released their other kicker.
Well, that's cool.
So we can badmouth him all we want, but I think he went up there and drilled everything he
I think he has some kind of fundamental mechanical issue this year, and it's not a talent thing.
No,
because we know he can kick a ball. We know he has that ability. I think he had a mechanical issue. It's like playing golf. You get off on your swing.
Tiger Woods about the mechanical issue.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no difference. The leg is the club. When you're not kicking it right, you're not kicking it right. And I think he's got all the leg he needs. He's got the ability to stay focused. He was a good player for Georgia. He had a bad year, just happened to be his last year, and that stinks.
He made a lot of big kicks early in his career.
Yeah, so
he really did.
Don't leave with shame. Just leave frustrated and do better in the pro and make us all.
And also, he'll kick 8 of his games will be indoors. Probably 11 of his games will be indoors.
Yeah.
and off of artificial turf, and that's right up his alley.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to see how far like Colin can punt one with the inside of a stadium, in the dome. If he doesn't hit the top, he kicks it. But
well, that's the problem they're having at the new Cowboy Stadium.
I was going to say if we got to play Texas A&M at Cowboy Stadium or whatever it is, with Jerry Jones Cinema.
Yeah, Jerry Town. You got that big old huge screen.
They hit the scoreboard during warm-ups.
Yeah, I mean, they've got that big old huge screen just hanging right in the middle of the field.
Oh, I would do it during warm-ups just for fun. Like, whoops, busted your scoreboard. Guess that was a dumb decision putting that there. We probably ought to mention, by the way, if you want to call in and talk about some sports stuff or anything that's got on your mind. Of course, of the first half, we talked a little bit about the whole doping issue with baseball and sports like that. You want to talk about baseball, football, baseball, anything with Georgia? Kevin's our man here. He's our insider. 770-382-1270. Give us a shout. We still got some tickets to give away if you want to go after something. We got some Winnipesaukee tickets and some Renaissance Festival tickets left over.
I'm going to give Kevin a chance here right before the end of the show to let everybody know about the T-shirts and all that stuff that he's got that he's sent.
I am out. I'm down to so few that it doesn't matter. So the T-shirts are gone.
Well, never mind then.
Never mind, but I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
It looks like Coach Rick and Coach Grantham's contract is going to get done in the next week here, so we can quit worrying about that.
Good.
Yeah, I like that they're doing a performance-based bonusing system. I think all coaches should be paid on. I mean, of course, you got to have a minimum salary. We got to get these coaches in to keep them. Yeah. We got to retain coaches. But I think if you work hard, you get paid more. If you drive these guys, recruit well, do a good job, you get paid. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
You can go to the Athens Banner-Herald. They just wrote a good article up on it, and it's got all the numbers in there. If you win the national championship, you're in good shape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can go ahead and retire.
Yeah.
The incentives are good, and the salary's about the same.
Yeah, and I'm happy.
Got a little legal jargon to get out of the way, but I think it's going to happen pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm happy with the deal they proposed for them. Grantham is an asset to our team. And, Coach Rick, if some people don't like him, he's an asset to the team. I think he has control issues, but I think he's getting the staff in place that's going to help him with that.
I think so, too.
He's an asset to the university as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not going to embarrass us or do anything out of line, and it's happening everywhere. Derek Dooley's in trouble at Tennessee, I can tell you that. And we know what's going on at Arkansas. I think the players are following in their coach's footsteps. 6 of them have been arrested in the last month.
Oh, that's
you got a ship full of drunken sailors and no captain now.
Yep, so they're in trouble over there. They're all stealing each other's laptops and iPhones and money and stuff out of the dorm room. I don't know what the heck.
That's up in Tennessee now. That's Tennessee's title.
Yeah, the same thing happened in Arkansas as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pathetic.
It is.
It's pathetic.
Just behave.
I was happy to see Georgia not in the news for having someone arrested this week. I was reading. I was like, hey, all right. It was so for Tennessee. That makes my day.
Like that until Buffalo.
Yeah, I hope it stays like that. Period. Not even just up to the first game. Just like that. Period. Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, just get the season cranked off with no more suspensions and no trouble, and we can all go into this thing with a positive attitude, make it through the suspensions, and get ready for every game but South Carolina, the most important game we've got coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I've got to do this real quick. I didn't get a chance to say thank you to our other sponsor, Red Top Mower, Miss Patty Lovelace. They're located 8 miles south of Main Street on Highway 41. I've also got to apologize to Wes. Last week I said something about him not able to sell as many ducks as Patty, and he got a little upset.
He's not as good looking as she is.
I'm not going there. But he got.
If I had a choice between buying something from you or Brandy, I'm buying it from Brandy.
I know, but I've got to apologize to him. Patty told me he got a little upset about it. So Wes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. It's going to be okay.
Let me get one of Louis' wet wipes and wipe your nose off real quick. Hang on just a second, Kevin. This is just take a second. So, nose is getting a little brown here. I got to keep some wet wipes. So that's about having a 2-year-old. That's part of it.
Yeah, you have to wipe your own off every so often. But I did. This is something I thought that I know Kevin knows about. We're going to be involved with the Relay for Life this year at Dillinger Park. Our theme for WYXC is going to be Georgia football tailgating. So,
Can I come?
Yes, you can come.
I have the tent.
I know.
It says Georgia Bulldogs on it.
I know. I haven't talked to you about that yet. Yeah.
The Relay for Life in Athens was fantastic. They did a great job, and I bet it's the same there.
Oh, there is an absolute ton of people that come out to this event to support what they're doing. There's over 100 teams of numerous people that sign up to help raise money for this every year. It's a great thing. So, I want to invite any of our dog friends that are listening to come out. It's September 7th. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, and we'll give you the particulars about it then, when, how, and all that, to come out and just support the Relay for Life and come out and
Let's
see
have
us.
a good time.
We'll have a blast.
We're going to tailgate.
We're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna have.
Is it going to be DJ Snuggie?
It's going to be DJ Snuggie.
All right. Yeah. My mind just stopped functioning.
Andrew Thomas.
Serious diversions. Man, you want to talk about a brain freeze. I did that the other day. We were talking about Andrew. What a good job he did at our open house at the cafe. And I couldn't remember his name to save my life, which is pathetic, but that's the way my little brain works. I'm terrible with names.
It's all right. Well, Kevin, I know we've got a coaching position on the strength and conditioning coach option. There's a coaching position open.
There is. One of our fellows left to go to Auburn to follow Van Gorder, and I wish they'd just pick up Hearns Ward. Either that or Herschel Walker, after Thanksgiving, a little fall for the conditioning.
Yeah.
But we do have a coaching position available, and our recruiting coordinator position is still available. That thought it was going to be Chad Simmons, but that fell apart, and the word I got is that you have to have a college degree to coach at the University of Georgia.
Now, I thought that they filled the on-campus recruiting position. There's been a little bit of a controversy stirring up over that. And this might just be kind of hot off the press type thing. But UGA has hired, his name is kind of long, and where's his name? Daryl Jones as the director of on-campus recruiting. This is a former coach of one of the #1 college football prospects in the nature, Robert. I don't know how in the world.
Nikimbe.
Yeah, something like that.
The guy out of Grayson, Georgia.
Yeah.
They hired his former coach, and to as the director of on-campus recruiting, which is the most according to an article in the AJC, but which is the most critical behind-the-scenes job in the recruiting department. Now, of course, the controversy is coming back. Did they hire him to get the player?
That is, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's been done by other schools in the past.
Oh yeah. What was his name? The kid that's the starting quarterback at USC now.
Which one? South Carolina or
no, California. I can't think of his name.
Lane Kiffin. Who cares?
I can't think of his name, but he was at Arkansas. His head football coach was hired by Houston Nutt at Arkansas. This kid went to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Something happened. He figured out he wasn't going to get the player off the bat. He left, and they pretty well got rid of his ex-coach. That it does happen. I don't know if this is the same case, but
I guess the future will tell on that.
Yeah,
but that's interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about the Grayson head coach was forcing all the kids to go to Alabama, and so it's going to be a little bit of a stink. And I know the AJC is writing about it. I think Banner Herald has already written an article about it as well. But we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah,
So that's a good way to get the #1 prospect in the nation.
I mean, it is. I mean, this guy might be absolutely great at this job. That's why they hired him. It's just a little bit of a coincidence.
It's a little too early to tell.
It's a little too early to tell, but I'm not going to complain too much if the #1 prospect goes to Georgia. But I just hope that there's not a big deal made out of it, though.
Grayson's head coach, Mickey Kahn, when he was asked about it, he said, "I don't think the hiring of Daryl Jones had anything to do with Robert." They said Robert's decision is going to be what Robert wants to do. And this guy wasn't his head coach. To be clear with this, he was the defensive backs coach at Grayson High School for the season 2009, which was this kid's freshman year. So I'm imagining they probably weren't real tight.
I'm pretty sure they weren't real tight.
I'm sure it's going to say, hey, yeah, I know somebody there. And sure, it's going to give them that little bit of an edge of, I know somebody that's there, coach I work with.
Yeah.
But he worked with him for 1 year when he was 14. So, you know.
So only time will tell on that.
Don't delve into it too much until the dust settles anyway.
Yeah, and the AJC is going to stir up anything they can stir up when it comes to the dogs.
Oh, yeah. Well, Kevin, we got about a minute left, man.
Y'all have a good night, and y'all have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Hey,
Everybody be safe.
You too, Kevin. Tell Casey we all said hi.
We sure will. Y'all take it easy.
You too, Kevin.
Bye.
Boy, time flies every Friday.
It does.
This hour is the fastest hour in the history of hours being fast.
Well, I just want to Will had to get up and run that
phone off, why don't you?
I did.
You see what level of respect, or I should say disrespect, I get. You respect your elders, young man. I'm bigger than you and I'm older than you.
Anyway, Wilbur, I appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Thank you so much to our sponsors.
That's right. Our sponsors, Ace, Red Top Mower. I'm drawing a blank.
Louis Cafe.
Appreciate all them. Everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend. You're listening to Bartow Sports Showcase on News Talk AM 1270 WYXC.
Cartersville, Georgia.